Hi everyone, welcome back to U-764. As you can see, an early awakening. We just had a bomber drop some depth charges from some height actually. It's a clear day. Again, our lookout crews were not on their best form. Can't see the aircraft at the moment. But, we're going flank speed and we have got a little bit of port rudder in, just so we're not running in a straight line. Offer that up and change direction every so often, just to throw off any attack runs. There they are. There they are. They're quick. It's not a Sunderland, it's something smaller. Just keep an eye on them, see what they want to do. We're still in our patrol zone. Still haven't yet completed the distance required to chalk that one down as complete. I've lost the ship behind the flag. Sorry, the aircraft. Sun. Here he comes, here he comes. Wow, that's moving quick. Fortunately, they're moving so quick, their depth charging is not accurate. I think that's probably, is it a bow fighter? They seem to be extraordinarily quick in game. Seem to be going, you know, Mach 1 all the time. But as I say, this going fast and manoeuvring often is enough to dodge when they're coming from the bow or from the stern. As when they're coming across you is a difficult one. You can't really dodge those, but what we might do, well, try and shoot him down. The problem is if we die, he's probably out of depth charges by now. He's had 2 runs, and that's probably enough. He's radioing our position back, no doubt, which is probably the biggest danger here. Now, is he coming in for a side attack? That is far more challenging. Okay, we're going to start turning to starboard now, just to throw his he's coming in. Got some hits in. He's going high. What's he doing? He's coming in for some strafe runs perhaps. Oh, I blinked and looked away and now I can't see him. Okay, a few moments have passed. He's not coming back. We'll leave the deck gun. Sorry, we'll leave the anti-aircraft gun there, and we'll return to lookout duty as we sail on, completing our minimum distance in this patrol zone. Of course, we'll see if we can venture on any further small unarmed unescorted convoys. Easy for me to say. So yeah, we're going to press on and see you in a little while.
Wechseln auf E-Motor. Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Okay, we're just diving down now, coming down to 40 meters. We'll go all quiet, and then we'll get our radio operator onto the hydrophone, and we'll have a listen to see if we can find any ship contacts. Okay, we got the hydrophone going. Just quietening down the ship now. In fact, we can get the blue light going. I'll calm everyone right down. Lovely. Engineer came through to do that even though we were standing right there. That's fine. There's a whooshing sound there, but I think I can also hear the rhythmic pumping of an engine noise in there as well. Essentially something there as well. Okay, we got a couple of noise contacts. Maybe nothing. Maybe something though. So we got something there. I think there's something here though. So we may head in that kind of 90 degrees easterly direction to see if we can see what that normally is. Could be nothing, could be biological, but it's just something, a little bit of disturbance on the hydrophone there. So we might head in that direction and do the exercise again, see if we can find some ships. So that's what we'll do. We'll surface the boat, move on, dive down, and continue this until we find a contact. There we go. That noise normally was indeed something. It's a convoy. A sheer number of signatures. So we've moved into a position we've all stopped. We're still down at 40 meters. I suppose we could have a look at the map to see what's been transposed onto there, or we could come up to periscope depth and take a look. We've creeped into 1944 now. Things only get tougher for us, I'm afraid. So we're going to have to play this quite cautiously. We need to check the depth of the water here. I think it's only about 130, 120 meters, so it's not a lot of water to hide in. But no doubt this is going to have some escorts, so we're going to have to think about how we're going to best attack this shipping coming towards us now. Okay, one thing we can do is take a speed check. So we'll have that already calculated for us. What looks to be a Liberty, or is she a she could be a Liberty or a C3. So we'll let the clock tick for 1 minute, see how far she goes, and then we'll refer to the chart to get her distance she's travelled. Obviously then we can convert that into speed. Okay. I'm going just in the front of the funnel, I think it was. The odd meter or two isn't going to make too much of a difference. Here we go. Boop. Right. Lovely jubbly. Right. How far is that then? 179 meters. 180 meters, let's call it. 185 meters is 6 knots. 154 meters is 5 knots. So she's doing just under 6 knots, so we'll go 6 knots. We've got 2 ships popping in so far. Also, large convoy. They reckon, the hydrophonist reckons there's 8 to 19 ships. That's quite a guess, isn't it? So what we'll do, we'll come up to periscope depth and we'll come and have a look. I think that's probably the best way forward. Okay, we can't see anything. It's foggy and dark as anything. We're obviously getting the contacts, lots of destroyers now. So what we might need to do, if we select the ship there, no, I don't want to do that really. How can we target that ship?
Ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt. Vermutlich ein
Okay, it's that one. Now, if we zoom in, 2 masts. Okay. So we get the identification. That might well be an E class. 100 meters. We'll recognize that. Let's put 6 knots in there, so we know she's doing 6 knots. Let's get this unlocked. So we know she's doing 6 knots. She's 100 meters. We'll get that locked in and tracked. Angle of bow. .63. So 63 to the red. .63. Yeah, now we track, sorry. That should be better. Good. T2, 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 and a T2. Okay. I'm going to fire 1 torpedo at this one. And then the closer one, I think we're going to fire 2 torpedoes at, and then we'll have a, when this one reloads, we'll or when it's preheated, we'll fire that at a 3rd target. But yeah, it's always a bit of a challenge how to get the best out of the torpedoes you have. Normally, I'd like to fire 2 torpedoes per ship. Then you kind of confirm that you're gonna get a kill. It's not always the way, of course. Oh, we haven't done the range. We haven't done the range. That's obviously hugely critical. 4,500 meters. There you go. Yeah. Can't see anything for the periscope. So really, we might as well bring it down. It stops us being spotted. Oh no, we need it up apparently. Look at it go nuts. Oh joy.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Jawohl.
Oh, it's got a gun on it apparently. Right, let's. So I can hear the destroyers coming close. So let's change our plans. 2 torpedoes, dispersion of 1.3. Fire. Okay. Right, that's the one we want. I think this is the American one. I think this is the Liberty. So we'll quickly get that plugged in. Right, we'll unclick all this. We'll get her angle of bow and her range at the same time, I suppose. So her range will be 2,757. So she is of. Oh, it was almost there anyway. 50. There you go, 56.5. We'll lock that on. She's 2,700 meters away, so 2,567. About there, we know she's doing 6 knots. Good. Flood 2, flood 3 and 4. What is a Liberty's? hull length, 134. 10, 20, 30, 4. 2.6. Okay, lovely. How's that destroyer? Is that coming close? That destroyer is coming close. Okay, fire. We'll fire early. Okay, now this is that destroyer. She's coming right at us. What we'll quickly do then, I don't know what it is. She's could be a tribal quite common. Can we use torpedo tube 5?
Rohr 5. Bewässern.
Maybe get a bit of a shoddy angle at her. Right, switch to rear torpedo. I don't know if the TDC is going to allow us to do this, but we're going to have a cheeky go at this one. What we got to lose? Nothing is the answer, apart from a torpedo, which is fine. So range is 800 meters, 877 meters. Angle of bow is 2. So angle of bow. Which side, actually? Let's have a look. Okay, we're slightly to her port. There. Red light says doesn't like it. She's probably doing a bit more than 6 knots. Tube 5 is flooding.
Rohr 5 bewässert.
Los!
Right, dive, 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 dive. Let's go.
Schneller, schneller! 100 Meter.
Hi everyone. Right, so unsurprisingly, most of our torpedoes missed in that kind of
Sonarwellen, Herr Kaloi.
damn. We managed to hit one of the ships, which was the Liberty, and she has sunk after one torpedo hit to the bow, as you've seen. The others obviously managed to thread their way through the rest of the convoy without hitting anything, which is one of those things. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you get lucky and you hit a couple more shots. Now, as you can hear, the destroyer is after us. We're still reloading torpedoes and getting that ready just in case we want to surface and, well, not surface, but come closer to the shallower and see if we can have another shot. But yeah, the crews are reloading as quietly as they can. Obviously, we're just trying to keep it very calm. Destroyers are pinging us, as you can hear. We're moving forward slowly, and obviously we're moving towards the cargo ships. So the idea is that we can actually get under them, which may, you know, stop the destroyers having clear depth charge runs on us if their own cargo ships are running interference, which is often the way to do it. Yeah, nice and quiet. Good job, guys. Take it easy. So we've got a bit of tonnage today anyway, if nothing else. I've got a funny feeling we're going to be here the next few hours with these destroyers circling above. Thankfully, all appears to be fairly calm. Oh, doing some work there on the hatch. Right, so we're going to sit here quietly, reload the torpedoes quietly, hopefully keep everyone calm, and those destroyers may continue on their way. I doubt it if they're pinging us. You can hear the engines. Hi everyone. We're being depth charged. They're getting reasonably close. Water's starting to seep in a little bit. Nothing major damage so far. Let me bring you up to speed on what's been happening for the last few moments. So here we are. Obviously the depth charging has disturbed our hydrophone contacts, but as you can see we have 4 destroyers and 2 corvettes all dropping depth charges around us, so things are looking bleak. We've got about 130-40 meters and we're down here at 112, so maybe we should drop down a little bit more, down to 120 meters. Let's see how we go. Got somebody panicking here. Calm down. I thought he had a Christmas hat on then. Calm down. Calm down. I'll talk to this guy, try and calm him down. Okay. We've got what appears to be a sack of potatoes in the corner here. That's all. All things seem to have calmed down a little bit with that sailor. Got a few more freaking out there, it would seem. Meanwhile, some occupy themselves with a bit of mundane tasks just to keep them busy. You can hear them firing the depth charges over the side of the ship. Yeah, 1944. This is not a time when U-boat crews were particularly joyous and on top of these battles. Yeah, convoys are so hard to attack now. There's just so much escort firepower with them. For survival, it's almost worth avoiding them and just trying to pick off single ships or unescorted, small convoys of 2 or 3 ships. Anything over 5 ships usually has an escort, usually has sonar, and usually can lock you down pretty quickly.
Wechseln auf E-Motor.
Hi everyone, right, we've just got contacts So we've dived down. There they are. There they are. Swedish. Always. What we got here? And a British. There we go. That is. Has that got guns? Can't quite tell. It's got the positions. So what have we got there? So it looks like we've got. Is it the Patricia? A Swedish vessel. We've got a Norwegian vessel. I can't quite make the name. Alkimos. Or Alkimos. And then we've got the Empire. Looks like Lakeland. Which is all well and good. So, let's target. What do we got actually? Torpedoes wise. We do have torpedoes, which is good. Let's target the one on the far side. It's difficult to know what that is actually. So this Norwegian ship is going to run some interference anyway, so we might as well lock onto that. Get the angle of bow. So the angle of bow will be. Where's the U-boat? There we are. Angle of bow is 77 degrees. We'll also get a rough 2,500 meters. Wonderful. So, 77 to the port side. $77. Nice. Cool. So, while that's done, let's get her identified. Empire Bell. So she's 98 meters long. There we go. So, now we've got her identified, let's get her speed the old-fashioned way. And we know the range is about 2,500 meters. It seems to be going pretty quick. Yeah, so you're going to run into. We're not going to get a torpedo away to hit the Swedish ship, so we'll concentrate on this Norwegian and the British ship. Although, yeah, Sweden was technically neutral. So we shouldn't really be attacking her. We all know. 5 knots, is that all? Oh, okay. Well, I never. Let's get the... Oops, sorry, not that one. Let's get the... Where's the stab meter? There we go. It's the little ruler icon. There you go. 3,400. Brilliant. Brilliant. Let's try that again. Actually, no, I was quite high then, wasn't I? There. That's just above, probably 3,300. Doesn't really work very well, does it? It's very, it differs quite a bit from that. $2,400 meters. Well, let's go 2,500 meters and let's just get that locked in like that. We'll do it that way. Got a couple of revolutions before this gets to 0, so that's going good. We've got just over 5 knots, it would seem. That's all good and grand. I'm thinking a single torpedo
Rohr 1, bewässern.
will probably be good enough. Let's come back to the Norwegian one then. Let's see how we're doing. That Swedish ship is now also available to attack. So, I get that locked in to use the targeting computer. Got a little bit of time. However, I'm thinking 1 torpedo, 2 torpedo. That looks like a Empire Tower. We'll do it in quick succession, and then maybe fire at that one as well. Hopefully that will limit their options to change course, change speed, which will obviously improve our accuracy somewhat. Okay, tube 1, fire. Tube 1 away. Tube 2, select. And while that's doing that, we'll quickly switch over to the Swedish ship. And we'll get her locked in now. She's an Empire Tower. It's 95 degrees. Angle of bow. Right, let's get her identified first. So she's an Empire Tower. You can tell that with the smooth tail like that. She's 111 meters, but that's not really the case. We're going to stick in 5 knots. I'll get this to 95. It might have already been 95 actually before I jostled it. There we go. Lock and track. 5. We need to get the range, which we know is not particularly accurate. 4,000, almost 5,000 meters. What does the what does this say? Oh, it's there, 3,100 meters. Okay, we'll go with 3,100 meters.
Herr Galloy, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
That's
Vermutlich
grand.
ein Geleitzug.
Good. Good to know. Thank you for that. Right. Let's get this set to 30 knots will be fine. So tube 2, fire. Lovely. And swinging it round to what we think is potentially an E3 or E-class freighter. Let's get the angle of bow for this. It's 2,900 meters and it's 83 degrees. So, 83. If you can just notch that down, 84. 83, there we go. Lock on. What was the distance? Range was 2,900, so we'll stick that right 3. Good. So 100 meters, 100 meters, that's good. We'll get tubes 3 and 4 loaded. Alright, we're going to stick that as 3,000. Good. Dispersion, 2 degrees, that's good. Right, as soon as they're ready, we will probably fire early.
Rohr 4 fertig. Rohr 3 bewässert.
Fire. Right. All torpedoes away early with some snap calculations, so they may not be the most accurate shots we've ever done, but let's see how that goes. Don't buy a ticket, you can't win the lotto.
Torpedo Versager.
Right, mixed results. The torpedo impacted the Norwegian ship, but unfortunately it was a dud, so no explosion. The torpedo at the Swedish ship hit and exploded. As you can see, the Swedish ship is nearly gone under. I think she just got stuck there like they sometimes do. And the two torpedoes fired against the E-type freighter, possible E-type freighter, has one struck, one just missed. So they must have changed their speed slightly, or the calculation was slightly out. We got one of the two torpedoes striking home. You can see she's listing and taking on water. But what that list does show us is that she doesn't have any guns. So it's time, because we're out of torpedoes. We've got one in the rear, however. It's time to hope and check the ammo stores that we can use some deck gun, and see if we can get the deck gun in action to finish these ships off.
Wechseln auf Dieselmotor.
Okay, we've surfaced the boat, and a bit of news. I think they've abandoned ship on the... I don't know why they've got the periscope up. So yeah, I think what we'll do, we'll chase down the Norwegian ship, and we'll go back and finish the other two off if they don't sink by the time we have a go at this Norwegian ship. So, man the deck gun. Man the deck gun. Okay, here we are on the deck gun. We have armor piercing only. Well, that shouldn't stop us causing havoc. If we can hit the target, that is. A good hit. We all want to hit the rear, just below the waterline if we can. One of the weak spots on this ship. As we just give the command to slow down. Oh, bit of a judder, and we lost that, but she's slowed down. I think this ship's in trouble. There we go, fire on board as well. She's definitely going down at the rear. Is that a kill? As they continue to flee, despite the impending doom, we'll continue to give us some shots. Meantime, got the fire going as well. Absolutely wonderful. That ship should be finished. Okay, with the sinking of that ship, we've brought our U-boat around to the Swedish ship. Put a couple of holes to let the water and the air out. To let the air out, let the water in, should I say. And we can also start taking a few pot shots at the larger ship in the distance. So if we get back to port, it'd be nice to see if they got any armor piercing and high explosive shells back into stock, because they only had a few armor piercing last time, which obviously it's nice to get some fires going. As you saw the Norwegian ship, once the fire gets going, there's little they can do to put it out. There There you go. There goes the Swedish ship. Now we'll just turn the side of this British ship into a colander, and we should see the same result to follow pretty soon.
Hüllenbruch, Sie sinken.
There she goes. Happy days. Happy days indeed. As we watch her slip away, we'll start making our way back to port. It's been a somewhat strained patrol with the depth charging, the prolonged depth charging, which we managed to get away from earlier. But we finish it nicely with 3 more victories for our U-boat. The sun and the water look gorgeous as well. So we'll stow the deck gun and we'll start heading back to port. I'll see you in a little while. Okay, and back in port, we can now see our mission summary from this patrol. We were awarded 16,000 monies and 100% reputation. We sunk 29,456 tons after 11 days and 2 hours at sea, travelling 16,260.2 kilometres. Our sunken units were the Lister Empire Explorer freighter for 6,176 tons, Swedish. Gunborg Empire Explorer freighter for 6,148 tons, again another Swedish vessel. Empire Leech and NA1 freighter for 2,251 tons, British. Short Sunderland aircraft, lovely. The SS Alkimos Empire Bell freighter for 3,319 tons, Norwegian. The Patria Empire Tower freighter for 4,336 tons, Swedish, and the Empire Lakeland Liberty. It was a Liberty freighter after all. Liberty do look very much like the E types, I must admit. For 7,226 tons. So our objectives were to travel 2,500 kilometers, which we've done. Sink enemy trade worth 10,000 tons. We sunk 29,000 tons, which is pretty good. And there's the record of that achievement. So there we go. Another fine patrol for the crew of U-764. They're doing well. We are gaining experience in a very tricky time. We're in the January of 1944. It's going to be very tough going forward now. So every patrol we survive is a real credit to the crew. And we'll go again. We'll take some time. We'll get the ship resupplied. And then we'll get some more orders and we'll go again next time. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a while. I hope you're having a happy new year. And I will see you very soon for the next weekly patrol from U-764. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.